These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Break. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Sloan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check, check. New draw, Corker.
Now a give, right side. Sloan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Get it.
Off play action. Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! Check, check, check. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, he's going to go for it all. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Go! Five.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, read. I got you. Switch. 6-6, pull it high.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Ready? Hey, orbit.
Let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
It's just me and you.
Now they'll throw it with Marino. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Get it.
On second down, it's Coleman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready. 70, Indy.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Hit it.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Watch the flat. Motion. Watch twist. Look at me. Zipper.
On second down, it's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Let's go. 15 line. Watch one. All day, pump.
Coleman. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey. Motion. Reset.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant. Hey, Delta. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all mine. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Leo, now.
On third down, Samuel. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 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 we got 3 down.
Ready, ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Marino. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for Campbell downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, it's Coleman.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Down. 60 outlaw.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Jones now throwing on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Check 99. Hey, lock it. Hey, echo.
On third down, Samuel. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Fair. Alpha. Mike 27. You ain't got nothing. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Gets around him. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Marino. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
Topper. Hey, Foxtrot.
This is Coleman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Bravo. 5.
Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Got it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 2, Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Jones. Off play action. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
He's 6'6", pull it high.
He's checking, he's
hard. Yo, Cheetah, get it.
On 1st down, Sloan. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sloan. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Fresno.
Look at me. Go.
We good. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken short. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go, go.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, tight. 51's the Mike, boy, 51.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Set, ready? 60 or. Hey, Haywood.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the pass.
Be grip.
On 3rd down, Marino. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
It's Coleman here. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Team 6. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Cut. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Here's Jones on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 30 base.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down.
General West.
Now a give, right side. Sloan, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Tighten up. Topper.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Campbell making the catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Jones now operating from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is Kim, one of the most accurate guys in the
line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Jones to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, exit.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Shit.
From the gun, Jones. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Joker.
Now again, right side, Samuel. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Go. Ready?
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
You draw Corker. Hey, Charlie. Leo.
Watch the shit.
X3. 218, chopper. Hey, Echo. They go.
Jones throwing on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Lee Griffin.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, That tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
There ain't no time this. Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed off my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then